don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold.
I be out on a late night, opposite a play fight. See sign break night, this break night. My wristwatch is like a brake light, and you can get it right on your gravesite. So tell me something I don't know. $50 pizza when I'm eating in Soho. I heard that you in love with the stuff in your hate me, they hate me. What should I do? Keep getting money. It's funny, I was just like you. Super Bowl Sunday with the facts. Security guard told Kevin Hart to relax. Oh!
Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold. Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold.
I reinvented myself, they sorta hated it. I reinvented myself and upgraded it. Traded in the Jews, copped a couple new ones. Lost a couple friends and got a couple new ones. Upstairs and downstairs, the balcony. These oceanside views, the alchemy. Ain't nothing crazy like the city in the summertime. So when it's winter, I still be on my summer grind.
Handle your business, handle your business.
Loyal and honor, don't break the bro codes. The more red rose, max with the rose gold. Whoever counted me out, they can't count. Oh!
Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me. Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold. They call a podcast Poppy. Kinkos, I see they tryna copy. Diamonds in the chains, bust down wrists. And you ain't never seen no like this. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold. Chillax, 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 chillax. Chillax, 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 chillax. Chillax, 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 chillax. Chillax, 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 chillax.
Relax, 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 relax. Oh! Relax, 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 relax. Oh! Relax, 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 relax. Oh! Relax, 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 relax. What?
Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears. Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Let's go. Run the ball after this. Red, red.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Finding Gabriel, complete. 20, 10, touchdown, Chicago. Taylor Gabriel, 69 yards, and the Bears have taken the early lead. We thought they may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Kamara. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. Stafford to Jones, enough for a Lion 1st down.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Looking deep downfield. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Leonard Floyd in there to get him for a loss loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
Gotta go.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that's caught inside the 35. Trubisky hitting Robinson for a big one. 47 yards.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Gotta go. Move.
Now it's Trubisky. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Miller on the catch over the middle. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Jared Davis with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And Parkey's kick is good. And that will make it 10-0 here in the 1st. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right?
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 20. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. So that will push him back.
And now we know why I had a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 16. Now Riddick. They'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Stay 50, stay 50.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 3rd down, Stafford. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Bears take over. A first update now from Cleveland. And the Steelers, they're out to an early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hands up. Gotta go. 18.
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. Shaheen, the tight end, on the right side. And shutting him off, now open field. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. They'll come up on a 3rd and 4 here to start things out.
Let's go. We're on the ball after this. Lock in.
Now it's Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. That's caught inside the 20. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. Trubisky. Hitting Robinson for a big one, 42 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Blue.
On 1st down, they run with Howard. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Lock in.
Now Trubisky to throw on second. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Allen Robinson, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Bears will extend their lead. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
Jamal Agnew now to return it. And Detroit getting set to go now. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Eddie Goldman able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. From the gun, here's Stafford. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Back to throw, Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete.
I remember growing up playing basketball. My coaches always talked about communicating on defense, making sure you talk on defense, know where your screens are, know where the cuts are coming from, who has who. But guess what? It's the same thing in football. Even though there's more noise out there, you can hear all the screams of screen, screen. This defense, the bench, everyone let them know what the play was, and that's why they're able to react.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Leonard Floyd in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And they have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Trubisky brings the Bears out 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Lock in.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Looking deep for Gabriel. And got his man complete. That one goes for 36 yards. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, brings me right out of my seat.
He was brought down by Devon Kennard.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On 2nd down, Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Jarrett Davis in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Red, up. Hey, 18. Red, up. Lock in.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky going for the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Chicago. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky, and the Bears will add on to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
To return, here's Agnew. Oh, nice move. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. A give. This is Kamara. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when he clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
So that'll get them to first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. Stafford on first down. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far. And after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. 21. To throw on 3rd down. Stafford. It's caught. Jones. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Give me radar. 32.
On first down, Stafford here. He's going to go for a big play downfield. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
10.
2nd and 10, Stafford again. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Go here. Double, set. Hey, go here.
To the air again, Stafford. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Red, up. Blue.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Muhammad Wilkerson. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
18.
Throwing here, Trubisky. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Back-to-back great plays defensively. You get the sack on 1st and goal. A great job in coverage there. All of a sudden, they're looking at 3rd and goal from further back than when they started.
And the really good play callers look ahead and down and distance sequence. Now he's got to backtrack a little bit and go maybe off his play sheet to try and dial something up here.
Hey, 18. Red, up. 18.
On 3rd and goal, Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. And Parkey's kick is good. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
To return, here's Agnew. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now, this is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Now Kamara. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch 9. Hey, 22.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Back to the air. Stafford on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Stafford now to throw. And he locates Luke Wilson. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Zebra!
On 2nd down, here's Stafford. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. So with the pass being completed, they'll go ahead and take that instead.
Nothing extra to be gained. Pass interference at the spot, completed the pass. That was your play, so it might as well have not even had the penalty.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
3 down, 3 down.
Riddick with a carry. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
And that's another stop for the defense. Something we've seen all game long. They have been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They go back to Riddick. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. Out of the gun, Stafford. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. They come out here in the eye. They'll run it with Kamara. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. It's up and good, and it makes it 27-7 now. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Play action. Now Trubisky. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Trubisky now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. Trubisky with a give to Howard. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Hurry, hurry.
Off the toss, Cohen. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
18.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. That is caught by Cohen. And 12 yards that time and picking up the first. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
On 1st down, Trubisky. He's going to look deep down the field. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Second and 10 now. It's Trubisky. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. Touchdown, Chicago! Allen Robinson with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Bears will extend their lead. Parkey with the extra point, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Here's Parkey now set to kick it away. To return, here's Agnew. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
On 1st down, it's Stafford. And he'll go down. And the Bears get there for the sack. Leonard Floyd able to disrupt yet another pass play, his third sack of the afternoon. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Third and long, it's Stafford. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Leonard Floyd. Who else? He's in there for his fourth sack of the afternoon. Back now at Soldier Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Here's Sam Martin now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Onto the field now come the Bears. Well, this ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But, you know, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is, and I'm glad that you went in that direction because otherwise we're going to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams, they put it all together. And I got to tell you, I am beyond impressed by what I've seen from this team.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Two runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
Hey, gotta go, gotta go. Hey, 18.
They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Devon Kennard coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Red's up! Red's up!
2nd and 10, it's Trubisky again. His throw caught right around the 6. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, 30 yards. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They were trying to go back to Allen there, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
Hey, tag 50 left.
Throwing on 3rd down. Stafford on the check down. He finds Kamara. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up 4th down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So that one will be accepted. Give to Howard. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Now Howard. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Hey. We got three. 10.
Stafford on first down. He sets to fire deep. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
Trubisky brings the Bears on 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. After the interception, here's Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Throwing here, Trubisky. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Parkey adds the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Strong right. Three down.
Again, it's Kamara. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Hey, 22!
From the 50, it's Stafford. Man open, that's Damian Ratley. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards. On 1st and 10, Stafford. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field